va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a venir toda a sacarnos como lo de. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, teca.
I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson with Allie LaForce joining us courtside.
And you think that after winning the first game of the season series, they won another against this team. They'll have the opportunity to secure that tonight.
And don't underestimate how much that drives a team. Go out and wrap up a victory in the season series right away. Don't leave it up to that third and final game.
Now here's Leonard. That's threes off the mark. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Sabonis. Second chance shot. Denied by Leonard. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And the Rockets making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution for the Rockets. Number 8, Chris Billings.
Thompson outside. Sweet little floater.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
And we're about a minute into the first. Down low. Şengün with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Got it.
Nice anticipation from Şengün to get the steal, which leads to the fast break.
Picked by Sabonis. Here's Levine.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Levine. 5 to shoot. Leonard for 3. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And the dunk by Levine.
Just muscling through the contact. Levine is a flat-out star.
Leonard inside, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Outside Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Uses the pick to just perfection. Levine knocking it down.
Here's Thompson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And for a franchise that was down for so long, it must be nice to be a Kings fan these days, RJ.
Brian, the team has a strong core and direction consistently in the postseason mix. It is a breath of fresh air for Kings fans who have endured the previous 2 decades.
Here's Levine for 3. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Levine. He has 6. Pass to Sabonis. Rockets with a rebound.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Kings trail by 5. Levine with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Levine. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Chris Dunn.
Just solid from the line. Levine shoots a high volume and a high percentage from the free throw line. That is the combination you want.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So both teams making some changes here. 1:21 left to play in the first. Brown, no good. The Kings trailing. To the paint. And the layup falls.
Number 19.
Here's Brooks. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Beyond the arc.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Reddish. And he jams it home with authority.
And DeRozan has done an amazing job improving his playmaking skills, including finding his open teammates.
And Suggs, here we go. Will it go? And that one's good. Oh. 40 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside Reddish. Pass to Monk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the Kings score.
Monk can always give this team an infusion of energy with his shooting.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 3. Bryce.
Here's Suggs.
McGowan.
No points so far. To the middle. Here's Bull. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, a reliable way to create for others. Suggs disrupts the coverage with the play and makes the pass.
Here's Reddish. And no good. trying to get that one to fall. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Sacramento on top. They're up by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Now here's Reddish. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Reddish has got 5. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know... Sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Bull grabs the board.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Now here's Reddish. He's got 5. And there's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Monk. It's deflected.
A little attitude on that swat. Şengün making his presence felt.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Suggs. Yet to see a basket.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Pass to Valanciunas. Şengün with a steal. Brooks outside. The 3-ball. Hauled in by the Kings.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his 3rd year. Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Reddish, following the score by Houston. Here's Valanciunas. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Here's Suggs. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
That's good from Suggs. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. And Richard, throughout his career, DeMar DeRozan has such an easy time finding ways to score.
He knows how to get to his spots on the floor, B.A. You have to do your work early against DeRozan because he is a midi master. If you let him move freely, he will J you to death.
Here's Suggs. Lets it go. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün.
Substituting on the court.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. And Reddish, here we go. And he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets. And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Now here's Levine. He has 7. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Levine's got 9. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Thompson with it, and Sabonis picks him up defensively.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Pass to Sabonis. The jump hook. Offensive board. Nice D from Thompson.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Leonard's shot's good.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
And so here's Sacramento. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Sabonis can't hit.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
Leonard double team. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Kings leading. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Sabonis. Here's Levine. Murray from outside.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Sabonis. Oh, Adams with the block. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Houston leading by 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The Kings trailing. Now here's Levine. Let's go with a 3. The triple goes for Levine.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Adams a screen. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it home. He'll go to the line.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Pass to Lyles. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lyles has got his first points of the night.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Levine. He's got 12. And the dunk by Levine.
We see this time and time again from Levine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulders.
And Thompson gets it to go.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
It's Levine with a drive. Over to the wing. Sinks the tray. Ellis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not many centers can be called a floor general, but with his passing, Sabonis definitely qualifies.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Kings on D. They lead by 1. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Pass to Murray. Back to Levine. Puts up a 3. Oh, Levine with another miss. And here are the Rockets. Here's Leonard. And that one's long. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Leonard doesn't hold back.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now Levine. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
You have to know where Sabonis is. Really box him out. He's so good on the offensive glass.
Levine with it. 14 points for him. Driving inside. And Levine throws it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Sacramento leading by 3. Here's Lyles. Off the mark there with a 3. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Now a timeout by Sacramento.
Here we go, fans. It's your Sacramento Kings great.
Both teams will make substitutions.
One more time for your Sacramento Kings street team.
Suggs surveys the D.
Kings foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Kings.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Good on the bucket. Reddish is...
He was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Suggs with the bucket.
They're too easy. I mean, for Suggs, he makes that in his sleep.
Now here's Reddish. 13 points in the game. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's foul number 2 for him. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Big but quick. Suggs so powerful off the drive.
The Kings leading. Here's Reddish. There's the drive. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Okay, Mr. DeRozan. DeMar still got some bounce left.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bull down low. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's his first trip to the line, and he makes a first. So the Kings making a change here. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. On the wing, Levine. Beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great.
52.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Houston has possession. They trail by 6. And here's Suggs. The 3. Şengün, no good. Left side, Levine. Levine slams it home.
One of the best dunkers of this era. Levine loves to put on a show.
Rockets trail by 8. The 3 from Suggs. Valanciunas with a rebound. On the wing, Levine. To the inside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Rockets. Three-pointer, Brooks. And another miss by Houston. The Kings lead by 8. Pass to Valanciunas. Ooh, poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Now here's Suggs. There's a screen by Bull. From the arc. And it's Suggs with the 3.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. To the middle. Outside for Levine. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside for Brooks. There's the triple. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
DeRozan down low. Pocket 4. Over Suggs. And another miss by Sacramento.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And an intentional foul right there. Both teams deciding to change it up.
First team foul. Substituting on the court.
Thompson scanning the floor. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. DeMar DeRozan picks one up.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Both free throws good from Thompson. The Kings lead by 3. Outside Reddish. Here's Lyles. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Adams a screen. Pass to Leonard. Adams with the ball. Outside for Brooks. To tie it up. The shot, no good.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Offensive board. Outside Reddish. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. And it's Lyles missing. Rockets trail by 3. Pass to Leonard. Now Adams. Brooks outside. Wide open. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Just a little too eager for that rebound. As a result, gets called for the over the back.
You have to know your positioning and where the opposition is on the floor.
Thompson right side. For 3. Called in by the Kings.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game, both teams leaving it all out there.
Here's Levine. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Rockets trail by 3. Leonard left side. Back to Thompson. To tie it up. And Tomas Sabonis pulls it down. And so here's Sacramento. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th. And Reddish, here we go. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
.56 seconds left in the 4th. 5 on the clock. Pass to Murray. Jones with some nice D. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Here's Ellis. Inside. Here's Sabonis. The Kings call timeout. From our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves, and if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
That first step is so dangerous with Ahmed. I mean, he was just gone.
The Kings call timeout.
Substitution for your Kings.
9 seconds left to play in the fourth. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both. And it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Pass to Brooks. Lets it fly. No good there. So a close game sees Sacramento taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous...
I still think about you. I still think about you. Tell me how you been. Crazy how you turned into a dub when I could have been 2 10s. Crazy how I still feel alone in the room with my whole crew. Damn, can't help myself. Could have been more loyal. Could have been more for you. But you been so fake, I swear it's like the chains you be wearing. Aluminum for you. No heart to pour you. First time I saw you, you me. Had you out your body. Had you out your body. Had you out your